The story follows the deep bond between two black teens as they face the harsh challenges of reform school in Florida. I watched 2024's Nickel Boys. Considering how uncommon the tight 4:3 aspect ratio is in today's films, it was a really intriguing decision to go with. This ratio was used in the film to give a closer, more personal point of view as though you were actually in the main character's shoes. Speaking about the main character, we watch Elwood go from a little boy to a teenager, and as the movie hops around in time, we get to observe his hobbies, anxieties, and relationships via his own eyes. The narrative decisions were thoughtful and purposeful. The way the camera flows so effortlessly, the way the music starts at specific points, and the way archival footage and environmental imagery are used all give you that impression. Elwood's point of view resembled a person's mind narrating events, both positive and negative, as well as the moments between failures, joys, and successes. Seeing things through Elwood's eyes was not only oppressive but also uncomfortable at times, since, as we can all agree, racism was pervasive during this period and black people were not granted compassion and grace. At the technical school where he attends, the depiction of extreme segregation and a lack of basic amenities, such as everyone taking a shower for just 2 minutes because that's all they were afforded, was just incomprehensible. I had no idea that reformatories existed, particularly in the Jim Crow South. Although it's regrettable that these locations existed, I'm glad this story was shared so that those like me who were unaware of them can now learn more about them.
You think anyone cares what's going on in Nickel? This is just one place. There's nickels all over this country.
The change in perspective from Elwood to Turner caught me off guard. Each one improved the story itself, even though Turner's point of view produced a new perspective on what each one deals with. Turner is more talkative, teaches Elwood survival skills, and watches out for him when needed, whereas Elwood keeps to himself and plays it safe. We don't often see young black male friendship in media, whether they're successful or not, thus this friendship dynamic was incredible to witness. That aside, this movie explores a number of dismal themes and topics both overtly and covertly. I'm happy that the director decided to concentrate on a different subject instead of the same narratives that are more presented to us in films during the Jim Crow South. To be honest, it made me want to find out more about these reformatories and find out the who, where, what, how, and why. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot to analyze about this movie, but there are other films to discuss. Overall, the themes of racial hierarchy, social control, and institutionalization, among others, were disheartening to see. Even though the story's pacing was a bit slow moving for me, it still kept my attention all the way through. This movie's messaging, deep narrative, and heartfelt representation of black male friendship sold me, and so for that reason, I gave this movie a 4.5 out of 5.